After getting into the game with his jersey not fully tucked, Elfrid Payton got a technical for a delay of game. The mic recorded the ref saying, "You can thank Chris Paul for that." As Kevin Arnovitz referred to him commenting on this situation, the killjoy of the NBA has a complicated reputation. On one hand, he is the point guard. Since he got into the league in 2005, Chris Paul has been one of the best playmakers in the game. He's averaging 9.5 assists for his career, so you can't say he doesn't get his teammates involved. But Paul is an agitator. His competitive nature leaves no place for joy, and as Nick Young explained it, he would use his playmaking status to impose his importance on his teammates. He said something to me like, "Remember, I'm the key to your next contract," and stuff like that, said Nick Young via Certified Buckets. As Young remembered it, he was playing king of the court and Paul was sitting on the sidelines. Young was talking trash to other players playing when Paul started talking to him. Besides the annoying trait of talking trash while you're not even in the game, implying you have to obey CP3 or he won't include you in the game and thus mess up your free agency, is quite a reach. The relaxed kind of person Young is, he said it was just talking and he didn't think much of it. But you know, not everyone responds like that. For instance, Matt Barnes was on that team, but then again, Paul probably never talked like that to Barnes. Young did remember one other thing that he hated about Paul. "I hated when I played with Chris Paul. He would pass it to you at the last minute. He never wanted that turnover or take that last shot. He'd be like dribble, 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 and then he'd pass it to you with 1 or 2 seconds on the clock," said Young. According to former LA Clippers forward Kenyon Martin, Chris Paul is definitely very vocal and a bit imposing. People have heard these things before about Chris Paul, not only from me but other teammates. Martin, who played with Paul in LA, said on The Herd in 2018, "Where there's smoke, I'm a firm believer, there's fire." He always wants to be the biggest voice in the room when it comes to basketball, and I think that rubs guys the wrong way. Rajon Rondo led many battles with CP3, and this is what he had to say about him. "Everyone wants to believe Chris Paul is a good guy. They don't know he's a horrible teammate. They don't know how he treats people. Look at what he did when he was in LA, trying to get to the Clippers locker room. They don't want to believe he's capable of taunting and igniting an incident." Glenn "Big Baby" Davis, who played with both of these point guard legends, confirmed this soon after in an IG post. A reputation like that doesn't win hearts and minds, and with Paul's general demeanor on the court, he needs to win his teammates over for them to take all the talking he brings on a daily basis.